episode 2 to Star Trek Picard, and we're introduced to one of the most convoluted Romulan conspiracy plots ever, Cam. And
I'm so confused.
Yeah, there have been some, but the thing that we kept getting drawn into is this Commodore that we're introduced at Starfleet. I do appreciate the fact that we've got these higher-ups wearing kind of gold uniforms.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think the only other one that we got to see was Admiral Todman from Deep Space Nine.
The favorite, fan favorite
Admiral Todman, yes.
If you see him at a convention, you get an autograph.
Yeah, but I mean, I wonder if there's confusion going on in fandom right now about what exactly is up with this Admiral. I believe her name is Admiral O.
Right.
I believe what the deal is, she's not a Romulan, even though people might think that. She's in fact a Vulcan, because remember, of course, that the Lieutenant Rizzo, who is a Romulan in disguise, she says that the Commodore has been a good ally.
Yes.
To their cause. There's also something that you noticed going on in the scene.
The O has a IDIC on her desk, basically right in front, on the left side. Yeah.
What does IDIC mean, Cam?
Of course, the Vulcan symbol.
Yeah, infinite diversity and infinite combination. So it's that symbol that she's showcasing there.
Yeah.
I think that's like a good sign that she's, like, in fact, a Vulcan out in the open, though.
I would hope so, because otherwise the show's just really trying to confuse people.
Yeah, but I do like this thread, because we've seen how Vulcans have tried to influence, Romulan society in the Unification two-parter, and then go to Enterprise Season 4, and we see that there are, like, Romulan agents planted within, the Vulcan planet. Embedded.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good Unification shout-out right there.
That's right.
So I like how they're doing this with Star Trek Picard. I just hope the plot doesn't continue to get confusing. You and I like simple things. We're very simple people.
That's true.
So I want to be able to follow what's going on week to week. I think we need to watch this again to make sure that we've got all the details straight, right?
Yeah. I mean, I tend to be more swept up when it comes to the other series and following the characters, and if they have a moral or a message they're trying to get across, build that into the episode versus, all plot to set up the next 8 episodes, which isn't the most thrilling. But, we've talked on the podcast about how Star Trek has gone to the well before of the idea of an invasion on Earth. We saw it on Deep Space Nine with the Changelings. Didn't really pay that off. Conspiracy with the worm people dropped completely. Maybe this is the first time we get to see that brought to fruition and actually developed and, ultimately resolved. That's an interesting thing for Star Trek to do, because they haven't done it successfully yet.
Yeah, and that infiltration aspect, I am curious whether that's going to play out with the androids, because we are finding out in this one that Romulans hate AI, they hate androids, artificial life forms beyond everything. And so what happens if, one of these characters, these Romulan characters that we've been introduced to, finds out that he or she is in fact an android, and maybe there's because we have the organic synthetics that are out there as well. It makes me think very much of Data's mom, Julie Ann, I believe is her name, Soong. So, like, who had that same dilemma. She never knew that she was an android. So I think there's some room for a lot of fun with what they're going to do with Romulans and the android dilemma here.
And if you have some sleeper cell, like, Romulans around, could there be sleeper cell androids? Like, that's an interesting idea. So
yeah, so Cam, keep tuning in. Star Trek Picard, baby.